Germany's invasion of Yugoslavia in April 1941 stands as one of the most dramatic, swift, and strategically consequential operations in the entire timeline of World War II. The Balkan Peninsula had long been a region where great powers struggled for influence. But the events of early 1941 transformed it into a central stage for Hitler's military ambitions. By the time the invasion began, Adolf Hitler had already secured domination over Western and Central Europe. His next objective was Operation Barbarossa, the massive invasion of the Soviet Union scheduled for the summer of 1941. For Barbarossa to succeed, the southern flank of Europe had to be stable, safe, and fully controlled by the Axis. Yugoslavia, positioned at the heart of the Balkans and possessing a strategic corridor for troop movements and supply routes, became an unavoidable element of Hitler's calculations. Yugoslavia entered the Second World War as a deeply divided nation, composed of Serbs, Croats, Slovenes, Bosniaks, Macedonians, and others. The state was politically fragile, economically strained, and ethnically tense. Despite its neutrality, the Yugoslav government was pressured heavily by Germany, which sought to secure allegiance or at least cooperation. By 1940, the Axis powers had already expanded their foothold in the region. Italy invaded Greece, Hungary aligned with Germany, and Bulgaria allowed German troops to pass through its territory. Thus, Yugoslavia found itself encircled. Facing increasing pressure, the Yugoslav government decided to sign the Tripartite Pact on March 25, 1941. This agreement officially aligned Yugoslavia with Germany, Italy, and Japan. Hitler believed he had finally secured the Balkans without war. However, the signing triggered massive unrest throughout the country. Serbian military officers, political elites, and citizens took to the streets, condemning the government's decision as betrayal. Only 2 days later, on March 27th, a bloodless coup d'etat led by Serbian officers overthrew the pro-Axis regency and placed 17-year-old King Peter II on the throne. The coup enraged Hitler. He viewed Yugoslavia's sudden reversal as a personal insult and a political danger. His anger turned into immediate action. He ordered the complete destruction of Yugoslavia and demanded that the operation be executed with maximum speed and brutality. The invasion of Yugoslavia was incorporated into a broader military plan alongside the invasion of Greece. Hitler's goal was to neutralize both countries within weeks, thereby eliminating any British foothold in the Balkans before turning east toward the Soviet Union. On April 6, 1941, without a formal declaration of war, Germany initiated Operation Punishment, the devastating bombing of Belgrade. Waves of Luftwaffe aircraft dropped explosives over military, administrative, and civilian areas alike. The attack lasted for 3 days, killing thousands and destroying much of the city's infrastructure. The bombing was intended not only to paralyze the Yugoslav military, but also to crush morale and show the futility of resistance. Simultaneously, German ground forces launched a multi-front invasion from Austria, Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria. Italy attacked from Albania, and Hungary sent troops into northern Yugoslavia to claim territories with ethnic Hungarian populations. German armored divisions, utilizing blitzkrieg tactics, advanced rapidly. The Yugoslav army, although large on paper, was hampered by outdated equipment, poor coordination, and deep ethnic disunity. Many Croatian soldiers were unwilling to fight for a state they did not consider their own, and separatist groups like the Ustaše openly collaborated with the Axis. By April 10th, the situation deteriorated quickly. German troops entered Zagreb, where they were welcomed by Croatian nationalists. That same day, the independent state of Croatia, NDH, a fascist puppet regime, was proclaimed. This significantly weakened Yugoslavia from within and accelerated its collapse. Belgrade fell to German forces on April 13th after fierce fighting. Meanwhile, German units pressed deeper into Serbian, Slovenian, and Macedonian territories. The Yugoslav government attempted to coordinate resistance and negotiate support from Britain, but the speed of the German advance made sustained defense impossible. Communications were disrupted, command structures collapsed, and entire divisions surrendered without firing a shot. On April 17th, after only 11 days of fighting, Yugoslavia officially capitulated. The rapid defeat stunned the world and demonstrated the devastating power of blitzkrieg when used against fragmented states. Following the surrender, Yugoslavia was dismembered. Germany and Italy occupied vast regions. Hungary annexed parts of Vojvodina. Bulgaria absorbed Macedonia and parts of Serbia. The independent state of Croatia, NDH, controlled Croatia and Bosnia, operating as a brutal fascist regime responsible for genocide and mass atrocities. But the invasion also ignited one of the most powerful resistance movements in Europe. Two major factions emerged, the royalist Chetniks and the communist-led partisans under Josip Broz Tito. The partisans, committed to multi-ethnic unity, waged relentless guerrilla warfare against the Axis, eventually gaining widespread support. Their resistance played a major role in tying down German divisions and helped shape the post-war future of Yugoslavia. Germany's invasion of Yugoslavia in 1941 was more than a military operation. It was a turning point that reshaped the political, ethnic, and territorial fabric of the Balkans. The consequences of the swift 11-day campaign echoed for decades, influencing regional politics, national identities, and collective memory long after the war ended.